It's just like we'll see how things kind of line up. Going from here because like it's getting colder outside. I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, I'm dreading it because I don't really fuck with the cold.
Yeah.
I look forward to wearing more of my joggers like I did today because that's literally all I wear. And so when it's summertime, I'm just like, all my good clothes are on tour. My tour box is on tour. Yeah. I'm just like, I need to fucking lose some weight because if I go back on the road, I'm not gonna fit in any of the stuff that I have there. Then I got to buy more clothes. So it's just like I would usually take pictures of all the stuff that I have to or take notes. I'm just like, okay, I got these pants out there, this, and all that stuff. And I tried some jeans. I think around my birthday, we were going out, Courtney and I. I'm just let me try to see if I fit in these pair of jeans, bro. No, my God.
Dude, I'm kind of getting like a little jacked about the cold actually coming in. I've been getting into like bushcrafting and stuff like that. Like
that's because you did build that
I
fireplace.
Just built that fireplace. Yeah.
Well, you put rocks in a circle.
You shut up. Talk shit about my fireplace, motherfucker. I do gotta like dig a hole, like kind of like just maybe like an inch or two down.
Yeah.
Like fill it with maybe with some rocks and stuff like that. But I want to like get some. I want to get like actual firewood because I want to like chop the shit out of it, and I want to actually learn how to take a knife and make kindling and all that stuff like without using like newspaper or like a lighter or something like that. I actually want to learn how to do.
You want to take a fucking
stuff.
rock and just fucking use it?
No. They have like flint starters and stuff or whatever you call it, or you like take the back of your knife and it does like a spark.
Yeah.
Because that's stuff you would have out.
But what did you do that off of? Like a rock or just like
it's literally like a little
metal
pen looking thing that you scrape the back of your knife off of and it sparks. That's how you get the fire started.
But in the real case scenario, would you really have that though?
Well, it depends on if like what's the real case scenario. Do you have a bug out bag? Do you know what a bug out bag is?
No.
So like military people know probably what a bug out bag is, but it's a bag where like in case like you're driving like hundreds of miles, you're out in Montana fucking area and your car breaks down and you have to walk 20 miles or whatever to get to the next place, or 100 miles, like your bug out bag has all like survival stuff. You know what I mean? So you can have like a box that has like fishing net or wire in it with some like bait or something like that. It wouldn't be like bait because obviously it would die, but not fly fishing, just bait.
Stuff,
what I'm talking about. That fire starters, water canister, some shit like that, or a way to filter water.
A Berkey.
Yeah, like a Berkey. They have like little things, and I think Berkey has like a water bottle that actually cleans the whole fucking thing, which always blows my mind. But like stuff like that, you know what I mean? So like when you're camping or whatever, you would be bringing all those things, or if you're if you're in that situation, you would have what's called a bug out bag.
Yeah.
So and you would have a fire starter that is like that, and then there's other ways to learn too. There's some knives, bushcrafting knives, that you can actually hold. There's a little nubby right here that goes into the handle that you can actually do like the old school.
Oh yeah, like with the rubbing of the.
Yeah, dude.
That's
so
crazy.
like the way to do that, I guess, is someone else would like hold the knife up top, and then you put string around the rope. So instead of doing this and getting blisters, you just
do that
left and right holding the string, and then it takes a long time to do it, I guess. But I actually do want to learn all that.
It looks
stuff.
like you're doing a 2-hand blowjob.
It's just man shit that I feel like every man should know. Like how to fucking. Oh, did you just make a joke?
I said the way you made your hand motion go, I'm like, it looks like a 2-hand blowjob, and he's like, it just seems like something a man needs to know how to do. I'm over here cracking.
Fucking sick fuck.
Oh no, I agree. Like, I've never been camping.
Really?
Never. Why am I gonna go camp?
I don't know.
It's just like back home. I mean, shit. I ain't thinking about camping.
We used to go
shit.
camping when we were younger.
Oh man.
But it's just I've been getting into been watching a bunch of those videos, tactical firearms videos. Those are things you should know. And then I was watching like overlanding YouTube vids, which I never knew what overlanding was, but it's like camping out of your car. Like if you have like a Tacoma or a Wrangler. Or
I've seen people
like that.
do that. I think there was a video on TikTok, whatever.
Dude, it's awesome, man. Going through like the Utah or Colorado mountains, and you're just driving these trails. It's so cool.
I really want to go to Montana, like badly. So like that was the plan for this year, and everything was planned. And then who happened and took away our dreams, and and we ended up going to Wisconsin instead.
What's that noise?
The washing machine.
Oh shit, dude! It sounded like an earthquake. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
We hear everything in this house.
Chab.
We were talking. It's so funny. We were talking about that yesterday. The walls are so freaking thin in this joint, And just like I sneeze upstairs and she'll be in the garage. I'm on the phone. She hears me on the phone while she's in the garage.
Damn, dude.
It's just I don't get it.
But yeah, dude, I want to learn to hunt too. I want to do all that stuff. I've
cousin-
been watching Meat Eater.
Yeah,
Like a lot. Did we
That's
talk
right.
about that in the beginning of this or earlier?
When you first got here, you were talking about this guy who was hunting mountain lions and shit.
Yeah, dude, you can eat mountain lions apparently. I guess it's like pork or similar to pork.
I like pork.
Bruh, dude, it's just cool as shit. I just watched this documentary with that same dude in it. He's the Steve Rinelli or whatever his name is. He's been on, like, he hunts with Joe Rogan sometimes and stuff.
Shit.
But he's got that Meat Eater show that's been going on forever, and he shows like, you know, hunting, whatever it is, and then they butcher it and then they cook it and they actually show like how they eat it and all that stuff.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, dude, that's cool as fuck. And like I watched a documentary he did called like Stars in the Sky or whatever, because apparently there's like this old African story or something that the stars are actually hunters, and then whenever they're twinkling they're telling each other hunting stories or something like that. So like there's as many hunters and stories as there are stars in the skies. It was actually really, it's only like an hour long, dude. I recommend watching it. It's actually
on
really
Netflix?
cool. It's on Netflix, yeah.
What's it called?
The Stars in the Sky,
Stars in
a
the Sky.
hunter story.
That'd be cool.
And they kind of like start off where it's like, you know, a lot of people are against hunting and, you know, killing animals and all that stuff, and his whole like mentality on it is like, we've been hunters for thousands of years. Like the concept of not hunting is actually weird. It's different now. And it's only been in like the last, you know, not even a century maybe, like people where people are like, you know, animals rights and all this fucking shit.
Well, it comes at a time where, you know, people don't have to provide for themselves. And you have everybody else doing the work for you.
Yeah.
And so
that's what this guy does.
Yeah.
He only hunts to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He eats everything. And apparently he just like, one deer will last a year.
Yeah.
You know, you just stick it in a freezer and you eat every ounce of it. The heart, the liver, all this other shit. You have different ways of like cooking and all that stuff. I'm like, dude, that's cool as shit. Like I really want to try that. And I want to learn how to like, you know, skin and do all that stuff. Cause like I would love to be able to like, yo, if I had to live in the woods, I know I can, you know, make moves. Like I was watching an episode, they're just hunting or they're fishing like these big ass flat nose catfish and squirrels and stuff, and they just make like these croissant things with these squirrels, and I'm like, damn, dude, that looks awesome. And
looking at squirrels and croissants,
bro, dude. But it's just interesting because there's a whole it's a whole lifestyle, it's a whole community that nobody understands or knows about. Like that's just, it's just, I feel like there should be a different word than ignorant, because everyone always kind of sees ignorant as a bad word when it's simply just not knowing.
Not knowing, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the same with like guns and firearms and stuff. You just don't know. You're not in the community. You don't know. And most accidents come from people who just don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was chatting with Dylan, I think, right after the show. It was just really cool seeing that world. Yeah. And how it's just common to them to just, you know, cut open the gut of a deer and scoop out all its organs and all that stuff. It's just, it's butchering. It's, you know, we've been doing it forever. So it's like, it's just fascinating how that there's that whole world, you know. And then we had like this conversation with Otom where it's like you only know your, like, what's in your surrounding area, your family and stuff. There's still a whole nother world in like the central, you know, the plains and all that, or New Orleans, like cooking gator and shit like that. Like there's a whole community with that, you know. Some people say culture, which I feel like I think the word culture is just overused. It's community. Culture is like Japan. That's Japanese culture. It's completely different than here. Like France and Europe have different cultures than America. Regardless of what we're into, they're into sneakers too. They're into fucking hip hop too. That's fine. But technically that's all American culture. You know, it's all one thing, but rather it's separated. Like that's communities. That's different things.
Yeah, I can see that, but you know, like to me, hip hop, it's a community, but there is, I feel like, a culture to it. You know, just because like to me, it's something, a culture that's something that, you know, like is going on from ages and centuries and centuries.
By today's definition, it is just a way of living, I guess, which I agree with, but it's still American culture. Hip hop was born here. Yeah. It's American. That is the culture part of it. Everything else is style. New York City hip hop is different than Atlanta hip hop. It's different styles. It's not Atlanta culture hip hop or New York culture hip hop. It's just that style. It's like fashion.
Yeah.
you know. That's just how I see it anyways. Like London is very like how they do things over there. Like when Sammy came over, when we went and he was just like, dude, your plates of food are huge, your roads are huge, you know, that's American culture.
Yeah.
It's not Nashville culture or whatever the fuck. It's just American.
Yeah.
That's why Germany and Berlin has roads that are fucking huge apparently, because after World War II we went over there and rebuilt their shit, but we rebuilt it how we usually do things, because their cars are like tiny over there, or at the time they were. You know what I mean? So I actually want to go to Berlin. I hear it's like really cool. I guess it's like the I don't know, like one of the most happening places in Europe.
Have we been to Berlin? I don't think we've been in Berlin. I've been to Munich, Dusseldorf, fucking.
We went over there in 2000 or 2001. Me and Dylan and Dathu and my uncle Mike went over.
Dude.
Maybe it was just us three. But we Heidelberg, Germany was where my uncle was living, because he worked for the Pentagon. I don't know if he was like stationed over there or whatever, but he was there for years. But it was really cool.
I had so much schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. I left mine at fucking Karl Heinz's place, dude. I was fucking pissed, man.
Much.
It was a big ass fucking piece of Wiener Schnitzel too,
I
man.
freaking love that, man.
So good.
Like we went and played disc golf, got back into how do you call those little plaza that they always have like beers and a beer garden?
Beer gardens, yeah.
Oh man, it's so fucking fun,
dude. You know that's like non-alcoholic beer is like huge in Germany, I guess. From what I was told, yeah. I guess NA beer is
I feel like
very
that'd
popular.
be like the anti-Christ, because
no, dude, like they make one of the best NA beers fucking ever, man, that I've had. Anyways, I forget what it's called. It's like
I mean, even
some big ass German name. If I saw it, they have it at Mafioso's.
I mean, even that beer that I had on my birthday that they brought, you smell it and you're just, oh, that smells so good.
So good, my God.
Like I had one of those during this whole keto phase, which like I think ever since I've started, I only had one beer. It's killing me, but like I have all this good beer in my fridge. I want to drink it, and it's just like
I'm surprised you're doing keto, bro. Like, are you doing it correctly? I hear it can fuck you up if you don't do it right.
It just really depends. I don't know what part of it that you can do wrong. I mean, you're eating. You know,
maybe it's if you're training, because I heard like LeBron James does it or something like that. Maybe it was a different word. I just remember if you're like going hardcore on a keto diet, it's not the best.
Well, and that's what I was saying, because like you're very, I don't want to say limited, because you're not. You can have a lot of foods that usually in some diets you would be restricted of eating.
True.
You know, but like a lot of times we can still have milk, we can still have eggs, we can still have sugar, a different type. We've been using monk fruit sugar. Now it doesn't taste as sweet, but it's still, you still get that taste, and that's what it is. My biggest downfall has been pancakes. The pancakes don't taste the same, because we've been using almond flour and coconut flour, which we still have yet to use the coconut flour. But like with the almond flour, I mean, you can tell, you know, when you bite an almond, that grittiness that you feel, that's literally what it tastes like with almond, you know, like flour when you do pancakes from scratch. And so it's like, it's not like very, when you bite it, it feels a little empty and like gritty, but like it's light. So like I'm cruising through like a bunch of those, you know, every time I'm eating them. I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I've enjoyed every meal that we've done. You know, like, and out of all of the meals that we've done,
y'all go fucking hard. You're always posting it up on Instagram and shit. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm eating the same eggs I've been doing for fucking. I can't even remember, like, since high school. It's literally been the same omelet like every single day, dude.
Damn.
And I, like, dude, it never gets old. I do the same thing. I get the fucking egg omelet with peppers, spinach.
Yeah.
2 eggs in that bitch with a bunch of egg whites, and then like 2 sausages and like a bagel with cream cheese. Everything bagel too.
But it's
man.
good.
And a coffee.
It's good. Like once you find your thing, your go-to, it's fine. But her and I, we're like very much like experimental. Like, you know,
it's cool. Eventually, I'd like to get there. It's just it takes. Like, I'm in the
time.
It takes time to cook all that shit and look up those recipes and fuck with.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Sundays I'll try starting to, you know, experiment a little bit more. Because I was doing it one time. I sent you a picture or some shit. I don't even remember what the fuck it was.
I was proud. I'm just like, wow, we're getting there.
It was probably like a fancy looking pizza, and he didn't know it was DiGiorno, actually.
You should look at what I made. We're actually supposed to try pizza. That's made with I can't remember the name of the dough, but like we're planning on making it one of these days. But the thing with us making pizza, if we make it, we'll clear the whole thing out.
Yeah.
There won't be any leftovers. And like overall, like we made this bomb ass chicken pot pie soup, bro. It was so good, and like I said, I don't feel like yes, I feel like I'm missing out because I want to eat fried chicken. I want to eat all that stuff, obviously. And even yesterday when I was at the show, they were like, serving things, but you can't have sugar, you can't have starch, you can't have bread, can't have wheat, any sort of grain you can't have, but
That might be the reason that it's tough for people who train.
Yeah.
Because that's where all your energy comes from.
exactly. Because to me, like, you need the carb.
Yeah.
All the carb is bad if you don't use it. If all you do is sit on your ass all day, then you don't need to be eating as much
That's how I
carb.
trimmed down like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I didn't eat carbs after 3.
Yeah.
It's just like chicken and spinach.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is, But I've never seen carbs as a bad thing because to me, when I was working out when I was 17, 18, dude, I come back home at night and I have a plate full of rice so big and I'm clearing that shit out. But, I never got fat, because I use it. I was moving, working out, playing soccer, whatever. If you use that energy, that's fuel. But if you're just sitting on your ass and all you're doing is just eating.
It's just going to get stored.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're dealing with that later.
Like, honestly, currently right now, like, keto is not a bad idea.
No.
Because you're just chilling here.
Well, it's not a bad idea because, like you said, I'm not as active.
Yeah.
It's not like my workouts aren't hardcore. I'm literally just now getting back into shape somewhat. But, from when I started, I was 240 pounds. And, like now I'm like at 230. So I started.
That's just from the eating, too. You're not working out, are you?
Well, I just started working out last week.
With the row thing you got?
Yeah, with the rower, yeah.
Because
Because just got the rower. And so I just been like doing like 20-minute rowing sessions in the morning. And that's it. I'll row because to me, like, I'm just trying to condition and just sweat and do some sort of exercise because the rowing also, like you work the cardio, work on abs as well, and it's all like I really we're definitely gonna get a kayak like eventually, and that's what the garage right now looks like crap because I'm really trying to, instead of just buying stuff that I want, I'm envisioning where things are going. I'm just like, okay, I want the kayak here. I want a shelf right here. The bicycles are going to go right there versus just...
Dude, I want a mountain bike again. I haven't gone mountain biking in so long.
Yeah.
Snowboard. I haven't done a lot of shit. I've literally just been focusing on perfecting the craft and getting better at the business and all that fucking shit. I haven't taken time to actually go do stuff that, like, it's almost like remembering shit that I loved.
Yeah.
Like we used to snowboard a lot when we were younger and everything. Like, that's how I fucked up my shoulder. But, like, that fucking... I would love to longboard too, but it's so hilly here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't want to be fucking dive bombing down.
Because you do have a longboard. You bought one.
I do have a longboard, yeah. Like,
just find
me and Shane used to go longboarding.
Yeah, just find a straight street or something. I don't know. Shit.
Dude, it's like we're on the top of the hill. Like, I got to go all the way to the fucking bottom.
Yeah, that's fun.
Fucking
do it.
No, it's not. I fucked my shit up going down 15th or whatever it was.
You should go down that hill. So I don't know if I told you this. I had this dream. Like, so back where we used to live, there's this big old hill that goes from the top to the very bottom of the street, crossing, was it 8th Street? No, 12th Street.
12th, yeah.
So it crosses all the way down from our street and all the way down to 12th, and it keeps going. I had a dream or a vision or whatever. I'm like, dude, it would be so fucking cool if someone would do a stunt riding a car and not knowing when a car is coming through in one of these and just fucking going straight. And then, but you never know if a car is just going to T-bow the shit out of you.
Yeah,
out of
you
one.
get fucked up.
You know what I mean? But just, I'm seeing that shot. And that is just like, I'm already feeling like so tense just from thinking that, just not knowing if a car is coming.
It's a steep hill, man. Like, if it was like, if that road kept going, I guarantee some people would fucking do that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even if they, like, just got their friends to, like, stop traffic for a minute just so they could dive bomb through it. Or, like, even in the winter, if we ever did get, like, another good snowstorm, like, snowboarding or sledding down that bitch.
That hill in the winter.
Imagine not making it and just getting fucked up by a car, like, a parked car.
Dude, like, I was thinking I think the last year, I think it was 2018 when we had the decent storm that came through, and I was still driving Lyft a little bit. And I remember that back hill. I'm just like, I am not going down that way. Yeah. Just because it was so... Nashville, that's the thing. It gets icy. We don't get snow. We get a lot of ice. And that's the part where, like, a lot of cars aren't able to deal with it. I was, like, dropping off someone back in Mount Juliet, and my eyes almost got stuck there. Not almost. I did get stuck. And so I'm just like, fuck, how am I going to get myself out of this bitch? But I'm here now. Sure, made it through. But that's why I hate winter. It's just, it's all ice here. And I can't believe we even thought about, Colorado. I'm just like, I'm just well, I didn't. She did.
You
And
just get used to it, bro. If you live in
nah,
that fucking shit, man. Yeah.
bro. There's so many things you gotta do different when winter comes through. Winterize your pipes, or else it's blowing up on you. Like go dig out the driveway so like you're not stuck with a pile of snow when everybody's leaving.
If you go
in the
out
morning.
there, you get a big ass truck that's got a plow.
Well, yeah, but you still got to do that because you're getting 12 inches of snow, like just like for every day,
More
really.
than that, bro.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like you just there's just some shit that you need to do, but you learn. But I'm not willing to learn that
Yeah,
stuff.
I hear you. It's just adapting.
I'm from the South, man.
I get you, bro.
Like I'm really from.
I'm used to that. I'm up north.
Well, yeah,
I get pit. Like I don't mind shoveling. Like even when we go back up north to back home when it's Christmas time and all that stuff, I don't mind shoveling the driveway because I haven't done it in a while. And
Well,
like
yeah,
I said,
exactly.
Dude, it's like
Nostalgia.
I like fucking shoveling when it's freezing cold, it's blizzarding out, and it's quiet as fuck. And I just I remember one time I had a big ass beard and there was like icicles like hanging off of it and shit. It was really cool, dude.
That just sounds miserable to me.
Dude, it was cool. Like what I hate about winter is just brushing off a car and getting the ice off the glass. Fucking hate that.
Really?
But I don't mind shoveling. It's weird.
I don't like anything of that. I don't like having to go out and having to warm up my car so I can leave. I don't like having to pre-plan all that. To me, and that's the part. To me, I'm just like, we're both from sunny states where we only got sun. It makes no freaking sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And I'm just like, it's gonna be great. Like I mean, looking at it snowing, it's great. But then when you gotta live in it every day, and then your summers are only like 3 months, and then the rest of the time is just like
longer, dude. It doesn't snow until like November time usually. But it always depends. Every year's
yeah,
different.
it depends. But like I don't know, it was that first, and then obviously I had to throw in Arizona because. I don't know. I like the vibe, but it's just
like
too
scorpions and poisonous snakes.
Yeah, in swimming pool, bro. That's the only way. She was just like, if we're moving there.
Bro, I hear like bumpers on cars melt in that state.
It's hot.
It gets hot as fuck.
It's hot. Like yeah, no, the
I
lady.
wouldn't mind checking out Phoenix.
Phoenix is I don't know. It's okay. I didn't get to like no
What else would you be?
everywhere. Just,
Where else is there in Arizona? I know Nevada literally is Las Vegas. That's
Yeah.
like it.
Oh,
Area 51 was fucking
Phoenix, Arizona. What's another place in Phoenix? I just had it in my head. I can't remember. But there's some other places in Arizona that we've been to. I just can't remember the name on the top of my head. But it's the Horseshoe. I think it's called Horseshoe Mountain. That is pretty cool. I would like to go there because yes, it's hot, but there's some places where you can still get that cold front, and that's more up my alley. Where like if we wanted to, get some of that, go somewhere where it's a little bit more cold. Houston definitely came into play. Houston and
Houston's growing.
yeah,
Austin. You'd probably like Austin, dude.
Austin is okay. I got a lot of friends in well, my best friend Dre is in Austin.
Sure.
And so it's just like he loves it. I mean, like it's a fun city, but their traffic is just such a bitch.
Really?
Such a bitch, man. It's just like we were there for like I don't know a week on tour, and I mean just traffic going back and from to work. Was just a pain in the freaking ass. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, it just wasn't ideal.
That's why I'm spoiled, like living in the city, dude. Like I'm really downtown. Almost.
Yeah.
Like everything's like within walking distance, really.
I haven't had any issues driving ever since I've moved here, just because I know when to go out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, like I'm. Like back home, it was like a half hour to get to wherever I needed to go or some shit. But now, like if it's more than 10 minutes, I get pissy.
Yeah.
Just because everything's so fucking close. Like, yo, you want to hang out? Like, how far away you live? Like 15 minutes?
That's why I didn't move to freaking Hendersonville. I'm just like, yeah, that's 30 minutes for some people. And the one thing I didn't like about Hendersonville is like, it's one way. If there's an accident on that way, guess what? All of you are stuck. Yeah. That's why I like where I'm at. There's so many different ways to get here. There's so many ways for me to get to you, because say I want to go down, I-65 or whatever, or I-440. I can go either I-440 or I-40, just depending on where I want to go. So it's just like, So I like that accessibility.
I'm trying to get over that because I that's why I like actually coming to your spot for this, because you come to like our spot for the MC podcast. So I'm like, it'd be kind of dickish to
That's
have
right.
him come back both times, but it's getting me back used to driving a distance to someplace. And then even like like I said, the shit that I'm getting into, like if I wanted to go camping or hunting or fishing or something, it's not in the city. so just get used to it. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of good at doing that,
Yeah.
where I'm like, okay, this is part of what I want to do. So just get used to it.
Yeah.
I kind of remember that being like when this was like 7th grade when Too Fast, Too Furious came out. I wanted to live in Miami so bad. And I used to bitch about the heat, but then I was like, you can't bitch about the heat when you live in Miami.
Yeah, no,
you
you
know what
can't.
I mean? You just accept it.
Yeah.
And then I remember like even when I was working out and like cottage cheese was on like one of the fucking foods you had to like eat or something with whatever program I was doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it, but I fucking forced myself to eat it, and now I can eat it. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's just what
You just overcome. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And same with like the overlanding. If I wanted to get into that, dude, some of these guys drive like hours to get to that destination just to get into it.
Yeah.
So just get used to it. It's just part of what you want to do. Accept it.
Yeah.
You know.
To me, like the whole driving thing. I mean, just like I'll drive an hour just to go see something. Like if it's within an hour, I'm out. Like let's go. Because even like Cummins Falls, I mean, it's like an hour.
Dude, I gotta fucking go to that, dude. Everyone talks about that place. I hear it's packed like all the time. Though.
It was when we went, but we went there early. I think we left at 6:00 in the morning, got there at 8, and then there was like 3 people. So that was great because we were able to get some shots, and then people starting to come up more and more. When I was going to the place to check it out for the music videos, it was packed, of course. And I mean, I went in the water a little bit, but I like that place. It was dope, very, very. And at that time, I was happy I was in the shape that I was, because now I'll probably be a little bit more out of breath, maybe a little tougher. But it was nice to go there. Cummins Fall was cool. Going back to that hunting thing, I've been wanting to get into archery.
Yeah, dude, I'd fucking do that with you.
I've been wanting to, I started looking at the different bows and arrows, and it's like, which one's the best? And it's just
Get
like
that composite bow.
Or
like you trying to do like fucking? I mean, most bows are like composite now. They're like hardcore.
Yeah, I'm
like hunting bows, or is like their competition bows? I don't know.
I was thinking like competition bows, because I don't know if I remember. I told you that.
I don't know what a competition bow looks like. I'm gonna look that up.
It's the one. It has the wheels at the top and the wheels at the bottom.
That's composite, though, I think.
But they use it for competition as well.
It might. I know nothing about it.
Yeah, me neither. My cousin, I just started talking back to him. Tony, he lives in Kentucky and he hunts. And I brought it up to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I already got a bow and arrow and all." And it's like, "Oh well, I need to pick your brain whenever I'm."
Damn, look at that thing. That thing looks
like.
What the fuck was that video game? Horizon or something? Looks like one of those hardcore bows.
Either Horizon or Brave.
I think it's Horizon. The chick.
Yeah. No, Brave.
Dope. No, that's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the video game Horizon.
Oh yeah.
That redhead chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was a good dope game.
Well, you had it. I didn't.
Oh, you never played it?
I played it on yours when you left.
Got me into that game. I still didn't beat the downloadable content.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a whole nother fucking like level, and I just never got back into it. Because like once I'm done with something, it's done.
Yeah,
I don't go back.
See, that's why I don't really care. Like now everything got this downloadable content and this. I just want to play the game.
It's fucking $1,200.
I know. That's why it's not cheap, But like my buddy has one, and I don't want to just do it for like hunting. I mean,
Hello Bean makes fucking bows.
That's crazy.
What the shit? That's cool.
But that's always been something that I wanted to do, and I know.
Bro, let's go check out some bows, man.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'd be down to do it now, but you got to do something after.
Yeah,
fucking piece of shit.
No, that's definitely like it's always been in the back of my mind. Just get a target practice or whatever. And honestly,
you can literally do it in your backyard.
I could
just get a fucking thing over there.
Yeah,
because you got a fence there. It's not going to go into the woods.
There's I don't know how people would be about it in this neighborhood, but there's this big old.
It's not loud.
It's not allowed?
It's not loud.
Yeah,
it's not like you're shooting guns.
Yeah. And I mean, like, there's this big old field in the neighborhood.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And it's just like, there's nothing there. There's people's fences, but like, I'd be way in the middle and then practice shooting targets right there in front of me.
Dude, that'd be gnarly as fuck if you were over there fucking shooting arrows and someone called the cops on you. Yo, there's a black man shooting bows.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I didn't think about you're all like decked out, and the cops show up, like, and you look like Hawkeye from fucking Marvel.
And you're just like, "Sir, you're not allowed to do so." Really? I'm like, "Bro, I live here. I'm not bugging nobody. In the back, no one's here. Yeah. The only things that are here are geese. I know. And that's all.
And they're fucking pricks.
I know.
No one cares if they die.
No one cares if they die. Shit, shoot them fuckers.
Yeah,
but like, no, I've always been.
If I was a cop and saw that, I'd be like, "Yo, can I try that? Hey, let me try to shoot that bow. I want to pretend like I'm Hawkeye."
Yo, it's just like, it's always been that thing that it feels like it takes a lot of concentration in breathing, clear the headspace, and just to release. And it would be cool because in some aspect of that too, I could bring that to video.
Yeah, dude.
Because like just the motion, the stealth aspect
Dude,
of it.
I keep hearing like a bird, like a hawk, like call whenever it's like, and you shoot the arrow.
Like in Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Yeah, dude. Like, dude, that was always hilarious, man. Like he wouldn't even be in the shot yet. You
just hear it.
Call,
And he's like,
oh, there's Hawk. He's gonna fuck somebody up.
I loved it. I love everything about that show, the nostalgia that came from it, but also like just the new characters and how they were still able to get me sucked into them, into their progress.
It's a great show, dude.
It was, and
show.
it's still not was, it is. And just like, showing some of the scenes
Dude,
from.
I can't believe it came out in 2018. I had no fucking idea. I never heard of it until like this month.
Yeah.
Like until you mentioned it. I saw some like trailers for it on Netflix or whatever the fuck, but I'm like, why? I don't give a fuck about this. Like I thought it was a movie at first. I didn't even know it was a show. But then like, dude, it's so charming.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Like it really caters to like that era of, adults. Like they're all from the 80s. They play the music. They have like these little things. I like how the main character's like
John
not giving a
Lawrence.
fuck about like political correctness or anything like this.
Yeah, he's like, can girls be in the dojo too? No, this karate is for male. He's like, no, what sensei now? And like just like that whole coming of age.
Yeah, and he kind of gets used to it.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, like he's never used a computer in
I
this
know.
show or Facebook.
It's
He's like
so
trying
crazy.
to type. I'm like, bro, it's 2020 and you've not used a computer?
It's so crazy to me, just like that vibe. But like they were able to just like nail it and like nip it in the bud to where it's just like it really just shows that character and it fits him because
Dude, do you think the main character looks like Papa Shu?
Papa Shu,
Papa Shu. I think he looks just like Papa Shu.
like John Lawrence, the Cobra Kai
The main guy, yeah. Just blonde.
No, Papa Shu.
Papa Shu, man. He looks just like Papa Shu. Papa Shu's bigger than him.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Really?
I don't know.
Bro, look at him side to side, dude. It's like he looks just like Papa. I told Shane too. I was like, dude, man, it looks like Papa Shu's fucking shit up in Cobra Kai. But I don't know. It could be just me.
Yeah, no. I like I said, I've seen Papa Shu a few times, and just seeing him and sometimes he put his hair back sometimes Shane puts his hair back like Papa Shu does.
Papa Shu the first.
That's right. Papa Shu
His
the first.
birthday's coming up the 5th. Both of them. Oh, it's my mom's birthday today.
Oh,
That's right.
so you call mommy.
Happy birthday, Mammy.
Happy birthday, mammy.
Yeah.
But just like watching Cobra, because I saw it. It's funny how now, whether a show is a series or a movie, will either turn you away from it or want you want to watch it.
Yeah.
Because now people are realizing that people don't want to just sit down and watch a whole hour movie. People just want to be like, okay, 30 minutes. Because I love Cobra Kai because it was 30
I
minutes.
love how it's quick. They're quick episodes, man.
Keep moving.
I dig the 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it gives you enough each episode.
Yeah, it's just like every time it wasn't like cliffhanging, but like there was some
Except for that fucking last episode, man. Even Dylan watched it with me.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, dude. He saw most of season 2. I don't think he saw any of season 1. He just kind of like walked in and like just kept hearing it and hearing the music and all that. It's like, oh man, it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then like that last episode is like a mind fucker. Dude.
I know.
It's like it's so
Out of nowhere.
charming and all this stuff, and then this hardcore real life shit happens. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah, this whole time you didn't
Need
think
season 3 like now.
Yeah, seriously. Just
Right
watching
now.
it. Just watching it, I'm just like, okay, I need more of it because like that's all I was watching. It didn't help because I've always wanted to go back to doing martial arts again.
Dude, I want to do that too. I'm gonna
Because,
I want to do a Jeet Kune Do because I like that. It's after I fucked up my shoulder, I always instinctually try to protect my left side. Even though like as a right-handed person, your left side goes forward.
Yeah, obviously,
But in a Jeet Kune Do, apparently your strong side goes forward, which is interesting. Like Dylan's been doing it for 5 years, so he's gonna teach me some of that. We've already been doing some like hand movements and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna teach him some like firearm stuff. So like trade off with that.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to get into that.
Yeah, I've been wanting just because like it taught me a lot of just discipline, with martial arts. Because I mean, obviously, my mom, I did everything. I did judo, taekwondo, karate, and then kung fu. All those 4 just growing up, just going through the motion. And I did one after the other. And my dad was just like, he never finishes anything. And my mom was like, but he's young, he can try whatever.
Well, when you're young, you should be trying all these different things. You know what I mean? So, what's that?
I don't know. I don't know why my Google activated. I didn't call it.
I don't know.
But like, I want to get back into it. Kickboxing's too hardcore.
I want more like finesse style stuff because I want to be able to handle a situation without having to result to
Yeah,
something
obviously,
more
yeah,
dangerous.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And but I like how it might help you like remain calm in like a situation. That's what like what we were talking about last episode, where it's like, what do you need to know to become the man that can achieve what you want to
Yeah.
do? And then like I was watching some scuba diving things, and there's certain breathing techniques and
yeah.
all this other stuff, and I'm like, the ocean kind of scares me
It does.
a little bit, you know.
Ocean
what I mean?
scary as fuck.
But even like, you know, going down really deep and coming back up and getting the bends, that all like freaks me out. But like I was kind of thinking like that'd be really good training to remain calm in a very stressful situation. I guarantee scuba divers are can stay extremely calm in a stressful situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't assume anything else. I mean, you got a big ass whale in front of you. Like, anytime I think about the
Not
water,
even a whale. It doesn't have to be. You could be like by a big ass, you know, landscape like the fucking mountains of Ireland or some shit. You know, that big cliff that goes straight down in Ireland. I'm talking like even right there is still deep. I don't mean like scuba diving necessarily, because these guys were spearfishing, you know, which you just have a snorkel and everything. They're holding their breath, you know. So and the way they were training was they hold, they have a rope that goes down, right, and then they go all the way down, and then they practice their breathing and stuff, and they go all the way back up and figure all that shit out, because there's a way to do it, and then they go spear fishing. You know what I mean? Which I'd spear fish. That'd be fucking cool as shit. But like, those breathing techniques and being able to remain calm, like, because I don't really go in the water that much, dude. Like, I don't want to drown. You know, in terms of in that situation.
yeah, the immediate reaction is you don't want to drown.
Well, you panic.
Yeah.
Like when you're like can't breathe. Even when you're in the pool fucking around with your friends and stuff. I almost drowned a few times in our pool growing up with a fucking Brett.
Yeah.
We used to wrestle and shit in the fucking pool. Like, I'd hold him underwater. He'd hold me underwater. I'd be like, fucking punching him. Like, I'm trying to breathe, my guy. But that's just a way to, I think, you can train yourself. You know, I see it more as training than, you know, whatever. But you're getting something out of it also. You can spearfish and, you know, eat.
That's what, because Chris and them, they would go spearfishing and all that stuff.
Oh, he's from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Right?
He would tell me about, it's like, dude, we go out spearfishing. And I'm just like, dude, that is so fucking cool. You
Dude,
know how
that is
badass that
cool
is?
as fuck.
I see you showing me pictures of him with like all these fish with different colors and shit. I'm just like, yo, this is
Dude,
dope.
Hawaii's got fucking crazy ass
Yeah.
fish, man.
It's like, and they're like doing like a campfire and cook them right there. I'm just like, damn, that sounds so hot.
Well, this video I was watching, it was another meat eaters thing, dude. Like, he just tries every like way of hunting and all that stuff. And like this one fish, wherever the fuck they were, I think they were like on the coast of Cali or something like that. And they, like, you can't store this fish. You have to like eat it almost right then and there.
Damn.
So they had like this thing on the back of the boat, and there was like constant water. Like,
Yeah, that just keeps jetting on it. Yep.
Yeah, while
Yep,
they were
and they're
filleting
filleting
the
it.
fish, and they just, you know, put a little thing on there,
Yep.
and they just ate it raw right
Yep.
there. I was like, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, excuse me, but yeah, it's typically done like a sushi way or something like that with that particular fish.
We were in, I think it was either San Diego, went fishing early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
Did you have sweet tea in the morning? You did, don't you fucking lie.
I didn't have any sweet tea that morning.
Keto, fuck.
Wasn't cute. I was a fat ass. I just didn't have no sweet tea.
You's a fat bitch, ain't you?
But we went out and we went fishing, and then we caught a good bit. You know, it was a good day. And so they filleted for us on the boat. And then we got back, and when we got back, it was a park. And at that park, there were grills. I mean, it's like, yo, let's grill the fucking fish. Went to the store, got all the, you know, seasoning, got aluminum foil, went back, did the whole thing. We ate the fish. And, dude, it was like one of the chillest moments. And it was just so cool to be able to do that. I've always liked that aspect of it. And cause obviously I love fishing. I was telling Courtney, I mean, I need to get my fishing license and, you know, my fishing pole and all that stuff.
I totally forgot about the license.
Yeah,
you do need a license.
You do need a license.
But that's cool. Like, even in that documentary, it'll talk about that. Like, how, like, Teddy Roosevelt, like, he actually went out and, like, shot a buffalo back when, I don't remember when he was the president, early 1900s or whatever. But he shot a buffalo, and apparently he did, like a dance around it because he was jacked and stuff like that, even though, like, the buffalo were starting to get extinct, you know. And the second one he shot, like, he had an epiphany or whatever the fuck, and that's when he started the national wildlife like reservations, or whatever, like the national parks we have now.
Yeah.
And he just kept adding acres from states, adding acres, and saving these lands, from hunters and all that fucking shit. Because like back then there was like commercial hunting where they would just
go out
by
there
the drones killing the shit out of animals, not even using all of it,
Yep.
But yeah, and then he gathered all this land, all the states. There was like 7 states that were like trying to get him to stop and all that, like saying like, yo, if you do this, we're gonna fucking do this. And then, but just kept adding land, and then he signed like an agreement or like an executive order that would not allow him to ever do that again. Which I'm like, dude, that's leadership. Do all these things that are necessary and then prevent yourself from being able to do that again. That's cool as shit. And then later on, FDR apparently did something that he like created like the wildlife, I don't know, branch of the government or some shit like that, and like the way they like do the money there, which is actually really cool. So like hunting gear gets all taxed differently apparently, and all that money goes to a federal or a state fund that can only be used for like wildlife conservations and wildlife endeavors, I guess. And if that money's not used, it ends up going to like another wildlife foundation or charity or something like that. So like it like all this wildlife stuff is all funded by hunters now, which is really cool. And I feel like nowadays the hunters
has to be.
They're more in tuned with everything in terms of like there's no more like you probably get your trophy hunters every now and again.
Yeah.
Like everyone wants that buck.
Yeah.
But like nobody's like going to just kill the shit out of animals just to kill the shit out. I'm sure there's a couple assholes. There always is.
You have that everywhere,
Yeah, but most people like respect the hunt and they use every ounce of the animal. Like they eat the shit out of it. That's how like some people just feed their family that way, even though they don't even have to live out there or live in like the mountains or whatever. They just choose this is how we feed our family.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan eats elk every fucking day.
Damn.
We mentioned Joe a couple times in this, dude. He's a manly man.
Yeah.
He does a lot of shit. But I just find that shit fucking fascinating. Like it's a cool way to be able to, where you can handle your shit. You don't have to rely on anybody.
Yeah, no. And that's honestly like a lot of times, like, especially with what's going on right now with COVID, like say, it got to a point where you couldn't go to the store or whatever and you needed to get food,
Some people are going to be fine. Some people are going to lose their shit. And they're the people who are always bitching at hunters. Like, life isn't life precious and all that stuff. I'm like, you just don't understand. You're not in the community.
Well,
these hunters and stuff respect animals way more than you do. They're closer with them because of how much you need to learn about the animal. You need to learn, like, just ear sizes and like horn size, like all like just shit you wouldn't even think of. They're more like these guys like love these animals, and they
if you
honor
love it, you
them,
respect
like
it.
you were saying before, like they honor it by eating the entire thing and then like using the bones for whatever else.
And if you like, even if it's just the skin, you can use the skin for something. Like it just all has to be done with a purpose.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen anything involving an animal, it's always in the hunting realm. It's always been in the sense that, okay, when you have your first kill, you respect the animal, and by respecting it, if it's not dead, you kill it or whatever. There's all these tradition. I'm a big fan of that. Just because it's not just senseless killing as much as yes, there is that thrill, but at the same time, you get humbled real quick when you have to put, if that deer, elk, or whatever is not dead, you have to go to that step and respect it by giving it not the service it deserves, but just putting it down.
Yeah, dude.
And that's respecting it. And if you're because if you're just shooting and just leaving it there, then that's disrespecting nature.
Yeah,
in its sense.
Make it quick, dude.
Yeah, and so it's just like overall, and even when it comes to like killing chickens and all stuff like that, and it's like when you have to kill your own food. It turned like it's funny when you think about that. A lot of people, I eat meat. I can guarantee you, if a lot of people had to kill chicken every time they had to eat it, they probably wouldn't eat chicken as much. Everybody would be vegetarian.
Probably, or like it would just, I don't know, like we were saying, it would mean more to them. Like, thank you for this, sacrifice.
Versus,
that's what that's Thanksgiving's about. Like, thank you for this meal and all that. When they went out and cooked turkey, hunted them down, and it's like, thank you for providing these animals, God, and all that stuff. Yeah, which is pretty fucking cool. Like one of the episodes I was watching of that Meat Eater, there's this one guy who has like a little ritual every time he hunts a buck down or it was an elk or whatever. He actually puts a little grass in the buck's mouth as like a for your next journey type thing. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, just respecting the animal, and then you tag it. You just follow the rules. Like apparently you're not allowed to use scopes when you're hunting, or maybe some states are different.
Yeah.
But you have to use like iron sights or something like that. But like there are rules.
Yeah.
It. You know, you have to have a license. You have to tag your buck. And then like one episode where one of the elks got away because like sometimes you shoot it, and if it does fall down, like these guys can smell these elks. It's just crazy when you're that good. You can actually smell when they're around, and he knew by the way it fell that he had to shoot it again, and the way he was using like a muzzle reloader or something like old school 17.
Damn.
I don't know what the fuck it was. Like it was still modern made, but it was just made differently.
Yeah.
Because it's maybe rifles need to be done a certain way where you can't just go like, you know, like when you go hunting and shit. I think it's like a one and done shot.
Yeah.
You know, again, it's almost like a bow and arrow kind of, you know, where it's like
got to reload. Yeah.
Yeah. But he knew it was going to get back up and get away, and by the time he was done, it got away.
Damn.
And he kind of just accepted that. He knew he probably wasn't going to find it. He couldn't really find a blood trail or anything like that. And then like he just accepted it and threw away one of his tags, which the tags are extremely important apparently. Like if you hunt an elk or whatever and you tag it and then you bring it back and the tag falls off, like you're fucked apparently. Like I don't know if you can keep it or like if you have to leave it. I don't know what the rules are, but I just remember he said like, well, that tag got away or that buck got away, so like this tag is void now, and just as a respect kind of just threw it away. He's not going to use it for another one because he lost that elk.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty on. That's cool.
That's really cool.
So yeah, man, hunting things.
Hunting things. Went from freaking talking about, well, I actually did start talking about mountain lions.
Yeah, dude, fucking mountain lions, man. I can't believe you can eat those things. Dude, that episode was gnarly, man. They just shot that fucker out the tree. It's a big ass cat.
Back home, I had a buddy, and it's gonna sound weird to a lot of people, but he did eat cats, like actual cats,
Like real cats?
real cats.
In North Carolina?
No.
Oh, in Africa?
Yeah. Yeah. He ate cats. He told me how he did it too.
Really? Little salt, little pepper.
Oh, it's just the catching part.
The catching part? How did he catch them? By hand?
No.
No.
I always have a bag, usually a potato bag or something like
did he beat 'em?
those big rice bags and whatnot. And he said those things are fucking vicious. They will gouge your fucking eyes out. So like he did not fuck with them at all. But just he was telling me about it. He was out there, man. This is the type of dude he would like see a bird's nest, put his hand in there, take the fucking egg, put it by the fire, cook it, and then go fucking eat that shit later. He's that type of dude.
It's dusty. Weird.
But yeah, it got to a point. I mean, because people would make that joke the same how we make the joke about the Asians, you know, cooking dogs or whatever. Is it really chicken? We got these guys are doing.
I mean, they actually cook dogs over in China.
Yeah.
Like where it's real Chinese food.
Hey, whatever.
Here, I don't know what the fuck me and Dill got Chinese food the other day, and I'm like, I swear to God, this is just breading, dude. Like, there's no meat in this fucking thing. It's just a lot of sauce, man. I don't even eat, like, I eat the Chinese food. There's mad leftovers. I just let Dill take care of that.
Oh,
like,
really?
I'm one and done when it comes to that shit.
Oh man, I'm like, give me leftovers. I
was all about the leftovers back in the day. It's just now, like, I need to get back on track with like normal food because my body's so used to digesting the same things over and over again. So
yeah.
some say that you like live longer that way too. There's like tribes and stuff that like they live to 120 just because their body, they eat the same thing, so their bodies are very good at digesting that food. Like here we have so many options. Our bodies are always like, what is it now? My God damn.
Yeah, but like I cause we weren't eating vegetables, if anything, at all. And I mean, now it's just like it's vegetables galore. We eat them all the time.
Bro, do a vegetable protein shake, bro. I've been doing No. Try when you come over Sunday, I'll make you one. It's perfectly fine. It's not even like what you think it is. It tastes better than fucking whey protein. But I switched over to whatever the fuck, I don't know what it's called. It's called like Green Beret or something like that. It's no, bro, it's good. And it gets your veggies in. I'm just saying. You get protein and your veggies in. Like,
what's in it? Is it like milk?
No, it's not milky at all. It's veggies. It's made of like pea protein and shit.
Pea?
Yeah, like peas.
Oh, I thought you meant like piss.
Not
Like
piss. Fucking weirdo. Jesus. Bruh.
I'm just like, what
Yeah,
are you
what-
drinking over there?
Damn, bruh.
I don't know, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
The only time I think the only reason I said that because, and again, another thing Courtney and I were talking about yesterday, like we had I had a vegetable V8, and dude, you remember?
Those are salty as fuck.
You remember I was at the house. I went to the doctor. I couldn't eat all this shit. You gave me that long ass list of stuff that I couldn't eat. It fucked up the line in my stomach. I was so pissed. So like, 'cause she was talking about what's that tomato drink that everybody likes to drink for brunch? Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
I will never.
It's just V8 and vodka.
Yeah,
Bro. I wouldn't
I
fuck
would
with that. With a
never,
little celery in that. I would never do that
never,
shit.
ever drink a fucking Bloody Mary. There's nothing about it just seems appealing. I saw a picture where they have like all this extra shit on top of bacon. I pulled bacon off and eat it. I ain't drinking that crap.
Word.
Sweet tea, man.
Sweet hater, man.
So I don't know what we were talking about earlier, but
Yeah.
about to show you my Warby Parker glasses.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to Warby Parker, my lovely girlfriend. Got the plug.
Fancy things.
I know.
Fucks with them.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
No.
I had to get used to it. Like
How many tortoises were killed for your fucking glasses?
15.
15?
No.
Slacking, dude.
Need to be bigger numbers. No, I don't really know.
Those are rookie numbers.
But I like
Pump them numbers up.
But I like them. I don't know. I guess it's just the style tortoise or whatever. But I like the little
Metal tanks.
metal tings on the side.
Cha-cha.
It don't look as like a.
Mine are technically tortoisey. See?
Yeah, they are. Is that what they call this style? Like tortoise?
I think so.
Yeah.
Whiskey tortoise. I wonder how drunk that turtle was when you killed him.
Get killed from my glasses.
Killed from the glasses.
But yeah, no, I need to get me some new prescriptions soon and whatnot. So these probably be my fun ones.
Lenscrafters is open, man. Do it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just have to see if they take my insurance. But like,
I got new glasses, or I got new lenses because I had that big horseshoe scratch on my
Yeah.
thing, and I was about to go to like those classes.
Yeah.
I was like, it's right on my strong eye.
Oh,
so I was like,
yeah.
damn, I need to get that changed.
I got some scratch. I don't know if you can see it here. I got like a little scrapageria.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah. I can look past it. I mean, obviously, like, you know, when I'm shooting I don't really look at the peephole anymore. But like, they've lasted. I wasn't sure about them, but they're sturdy enough, and they got me through tour. Because the other ones that I had these guest glasses that I was really trying to hold on to, but just with my face, like they just don't feel as comfortable as this or this. This one, I don't even feel like it's on my face.
Dude, I had like these Burberrys for like a decade, man. Damn. They were so long. I literally just got these a couple years ago. But I'm happy I got these new ones because it was cheaper to get the frame also than it was just to replace your lenses, are just fucking retarded. But now I wear the old ones when I go to the gym and stuff. Cause like, I sweat a lot. Like,
so yeah, if anything happens,
the shit out of these things, and the nose pieces get all green and whatever the fuck. That shit. So like now these guys are like just the clean ones.
Yeah,
I haven't had any issues with them. There's no like salt buildup on the sides, you know, from sweat and all that shit. So I was like, now it's good.
I used to have these goggles. You remember I was wearing those goggles at one point, but it would do this weird thing where like on the side, I kept seeing this like it's almost like I had periphery vision, but with the glasses it was more extended. It was so weird. It's like I saw here, then I saw outside of here, but it was all so like fluttery and weird. It was funky. But I would wear that to go work out, and it would give me the weirdest headaches just because. And also, I stopped wearing those just because it's not like straight. The lens is actually bowed and all. So that's what like it kind of, I don't want to say diffracted the vision, but it wasn't 100% accurate in the vision. So I wasn't a fan of those, but I'm looking into getting some new glasses and whatnot. I'm thinking about getting some fucking contacts as well. But I feel like I fit so much into my glasses character that it would be very odd, and I would feel like I'm very much so naked without, you know, glasses, you know, because it's just such a big part of my persona.
Sure.
That, you know, and also the fact of just putting something in my eyes, I'm just like, I don't know, man.
It's fine, dude. I stopped wearing contacts for a long ass time because like once I got into like I remember got into college, it was like because when you're younger, you're at school for like 8 hours, you know, so it's like okay, well wear contacts or whatever. Where
Yeah.
college was different, you had a class and then 3 hours later a class and then whatever else, so it didn't really matter. So I stopped getting contacts for a long time. I only started getting them again like 2 years ago or something,
Yeah.
and I only wore them like for specific things, like whether it's like a sport thing or you know, an event or some shit like that, a network mix or whatever the fuck. But like other than that, it's just classes every day.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear these when I'm meeting up with a client. Hi, my name's Terrence. I got my Warby glasses.
I'm one of them Warbies.
I'm one of the Warbies. I'm gonna stand out back. Oh my god.
Sweet Tatum.
Sweet Tatum.
Sweet Tatum.